Boom. All right, we arrived at the same time. A bit of a false start today.
Just one.
That happens when you... Look, man, I don't have unlimited budget here. This show is very limited. So we have to swip and swap the channels around where we're going.
It's all right, though.
Only by two, though. We just disable one, enable another, so it could be worse. Could be worse.
Well, you're just switching over from, like, your private accounts that you have to...
Yeah, private to public. Or personal to the podcast, however you want to say it.
Yeah, because, I mean, your private channel's still public. So,
yeah, it's all public. Doesn't matter. Anyhow, the shilling is up there. I think it's working, if I'm not mistaken. Just for fun, though.
I thought I saw it go there a little bit ago.
Yeah, it did. Just for fun, we'll throw it out there. You got antisocialexperience.com, the webpage, the main primary source for whatever happens with the show. You can usually find it here first or on the Facebook page, which we have here. If you're not following that, not liking it, whatever, tuning in, do that. Share it. Get it out there. We want to find like-minded people that like to listen to us two morons talk about nothing.
About absolutely nothing.
Other than that, we got the YouTube channel by the same name. Everything is under the same name, Antisocial Experience. I took the podcast part out. We're going under one header, one flag, united all the way around. Congruent. Is that the right word? Is that matching, fitting?
I think so, yeah.
Consistent? Consistent works. Yeah. Anyhow, let's get back to those jokers. All right, those assholes that were here last week, we replaced them.
So with what, cyborg copies?
Yeah. Wow, you're getting some serious. Some AC. When you talk, I hear you really come in.
Oh, boy. Oh, that AC in the background?
Yeah.
Technical difficulties, bear with us.
Not really. I don't think I can take it any lower, really.
No, it's going to bleed through a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine, though. If you were here...
You would understand.
You would understand. Yeah, you would understand the show. Today. I just want to hear. Whenever I talk and don't move the wire on my mic and it goes that way, can you off-axis that a little bit?
Let's go like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that better?
Oh, yeah, slightly.
Slightly better?
Yeah.
Right.
Anyhow, on the agenda today, let me get back to where we were. On today's agenda, people, I don't even know where to start it, man. There's been some crazy stuff happening this week. I found out about... I'm going to start it here. I found out about another guy. And I don't know if it was January of this year or... I'm guessing January this year because I didn't do too much research. I just watched one video of his from YouTube. Voiceover Pete is who you might have known by. He did a meme for a gamer, and it was, what's the real popular games now? Fortnite?
Fortnite's still up there.
I think it was Fortnite related. That's the real colorful one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Fortnite related, because at the end of it, he's like, something Victory Royale, or whatever. He says that toward the end of his voiceover meme. Anyhow, he was like a top-rated seller on Fiverr. Just for years. They brought him in. He met some of the top employees. Just so much stuff going on. He was an influencer heading up meetings for people, speaking to the public. They really brought him in close. Fiverr as a company had this guy as the poster child, or their poster boy of their company. And just out of nowhere, I think who's the company that makes Fortnite?
I can't remember.
Something Media.
Yeah. Epic Games.
Yeah. I think Epic Games put some pressure on Fiverr. Sorry, if this broke some other time, I didn't dig too much into this story, but if it broke at one point and there's more known about it. Anyhow, from what I understand, they might have put pressure on Fiverr, Epic Games, because just out of nowhere, the dude lost access to his Fiverr account.
Why?
For the Fortnite theme, because in it, he did a trailer type thing, and he was talking like John Wick, and he's like, He's like, John Wick wants your credit card if you want to have this, da 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 da. And on Fiverr, it's kind of like rules. Like you can't ask for anybody's personal info, which he didn't ask for it. It was part of a fictional character asking
Oh,
for it, and he received nobody's information. It was just like a meme thing that he did for somebody.
it was a bit.
A bit.
Yeah.
And the Fiverr team, the whole Fiverr team was aware of it, and it was fine till like a year later.
Hmm.
And I think Epic Games came in, put pressure on him, and he was just boom, locked out of his account, foregoing thousands of dollars of transactions that were paid but had not been paid from Fiverr to him yet. Voiceover Pete, let's see. Let's Google that for 1 second and see what. Let's see what we're not going to Google. We're going to Bing it. Yeah, top result as soon as I type voiceover Pete. So let's pull the browser back up. It is actually this guy here. Voiceover recording online. So the Fiverr thing is still there. Maybe he did get his website or his channel. What is it on Fiverr? Because it's
An
like a social
account,
community.
yeah.
He got his account back. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't.
Well, I mean,
I really don't want to click too far into it because you never know what's going to pop up, and I don't want to get some crazy ass ad.
well, let's see. Okay, so it just takes you to a voiceover.
Okay, yeah, voiceover, not his actual thing.
But they close his account, but they're still like using him to like.
Well,
no, it's
they're
just-
not really using him, no, but they just like shut him out, and like he's been reaching out to all these people that he was friends with, no response. Emailing his success manager or whatever, account manager, everything, emailing, calling, no response back.
Why was
And-
that? So why was Epic pissed at him for doing the voiceover?
Well,
It was.
I don't know. That it was never outright said, and this is from one video I watched. Not I didn't dig into this story, but he said that that's what he thought it was. That Epic might have put pressure on Fiverr, like, look, that's copyrighted content or whatever. But to sum it up, if a fictional character is asking for a credit card,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, didn't they used to run? Did they ever run ads like that where they're like, "Hey, kids, go get your credit card, like parents' credit card info"?
It was a meme like
Yeah.
that.
Like.
Yeah, he wasn't like, give me
Yeah.
your credit card.
It was a joke.
It was
about-
a joke. Yeah, it was an actual meme that a gamer, somebody that had a channel, wanted recorded. But anyhow, he ends up getting shut down, and he never said nothing about the thousands upon thousands of dollars that Fiverr owed him until, like, I think months or maybe a year later, he made a YouTube video and brought it out. And he's like, yeah, I never even brought this up. And he's like, I think, or it was not a year. I think it was like 2 or 3 months. And he's like, here it is, like 3 months later, and I still haven't had contact with anybody or gotten any of the money that I'm owed, which is crazy.
Yeah. That. Yeah, I don't think you should be locked out of your account for something like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it comes down to dollars in the end, like who's got more money,
Yeah, true.
you know? But that's today's world where you can be doing online content, okay?
Yeah.
You can be doing stuff on the internet, on whatever, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. Some people release stuff exclusively on Snapchat. And you're a huge success that catches on. You get a viral video, whatever.
But you just rubbed the wrong corporate overlord the wrong way,
And boom, you're done. Or you say something and it gets taken out of context. Or better yet, somebody makes a video about you and on purpose
takes you out of context.
takes you out of context, and somebody else sees that, and that's what starts the ball rolling, and boom. Here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever.
Dude, it kind of seems fitting in today's world, though, that can happen, but not really, because it's not fair. But then again, when has life ever been fair?
It's never been totally fair, but you at least tried it. You can at least try. Like, we at least have like some social norms and stuff, and like some laws.
One world, one love.
Okay.
But no, yeah, I understand what you're saying, man. I couldn't imagine that. Just think about that. You are a huge success. Like you're not. It's not that you're doing jobs. It's that you have a backlog of queued jobs that you're gonna do.
Yep. And then one guy takes a picture of you,
Or
like when
whatever.
you're going to point, but they catch you before that pointer finger goes out.
Right.
Yeah. And you're like, dude, delete that photo. I'm serious.
Yeah. And then boom, like you're done.
Yeah.
success no more.
Yeah.
Nazi.
I don't know. I've noticed like some people though, some people still understand and like hardcore fans stick with you as long as you're really in the right. But that's if like you're more of an entertainer. This guy just does voiceover work.
Right,
So
but he's done a lot of stuff for a lot of big gamers and channels.
yeah.
Like he's been hired a lot. I think he had over 7,000 sales on Fiverr
Hmm.
at the time when everything started happening.
So, but he has people that he does business for, not necessarily fans, though. So it's gonna be a lot harder for him to bounce back from that.
Uh, yes and no. He actually did bounce back
Yeah.
because PewDiePie brought him up
Well, there-
on one of his streams and said, "Hey, this is what happened. He has a YouTube, he has a Patreon.
Mhm.
Go give him a sub."
Yeah.
And it pretty much overnight saved him. And you know what I mean?
Well, that's
It's just
good.
another one of those stories where somebody's doing right
Mhm.
and gets shut down. Probably somebody jumping the gun and not really knowing the situation,
Mhm.
taking shit out of context in their own head and like, oh fuck this.
Yeah.
And yeah. So we'll pull us back up. That's voice over Pete. He does have a YouTube channel. He works with I think PJ, his son Pete Jr. I'm guessing, or PJ. I don't know,
Yeah.
but he helps him out. From what I saw, quality content. Go check him out, man. I like throwing good people out there. On another note, we got another guy, and if you don't know about this guy, I gotta wonder, where are you in the world today? Are you not online at all? Do you not use technology?
Well, I had seen like the thumbnail of this pop up,
Right,
but I didn't. Actually
Not everybody
watch it.
clicks on it.
Yeah.
But had you, dude, it's great, and instantly you know there's more to the story.
Yeah, because one of my guilty pleasures on YouTube for a little bit there was watching like public freakout videos.
What about like World Star,
Yeah, like,
Or,
I don't like watching like the ones that are like fist fights.
like
but,
the super violent ones?
No, I don't like those. But like the ones where people just have a freak out are funny.
Right. What about like I like the kind of like instant karma ones.
Yeah, those two.
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Mhm.
Where whatever, I'm not saying this is exactly what happened, but just a good example. Some dude that just like being a jerk walks up and pushes somebody and continues on his way down the sidewalk, and he gets down 25, 30 feet, and somebody slings the door open and like it smacks, it knocks him out or whatever.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Yeah, that was caught on camera. That it's like instant karma getting you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that's great. I don't really like the fist fight ones. But yeah. Anyhow, anybody that doesn't know who we're talking about the bagel shop guy. He
I just saw this right before the show. So
yeah,
it was good.
he went in. I'm gonna try and get my source up here so everybody can see it. Will it come up? Bagel shop. Oh, instantly top result because it's trending now.
Viral man.
Okay, so this guy goes in and let's speculate on the story. What do you think he's mad about?
Yeah, because you don't see why. You don't see what causes the freak out. But you had said that she just said something.
Well, let me tell you, there is an interview.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and he kind of, in my opinion, could be wrong, and I don't want to be sticking up for a misogynist or an incel or a terrible person, but just going off of this TMZ interview that I saw, they asked him some questions, and he had some pretty legit sounding answers. He's like, I don't see why it has to come down to money and gold digging and this and that. He's like, I don't understand why two people can't just be attracted to each other, and that's what it's about.
Okay. No, that's okay.
That's pretty normal.
That's normal. But
You know what I mean? But this was after the fact. What set him off, I think,
yeah.
was from how I understand it, he's in his bagel shop, and some confrontation happened between him and a cashier, and I think she kind of like smiled at him and like laughed at him, and I guess, and he was like hit on girls before, and they're like, no,
Oh, he got rejected.
got rejected,
Oh.
probably too much, a little bit too
Yeah.
much, and he's also like 5 foot tall, so he's dealing with little man syndrome.
I don't know. You do hear that like if like I don't know polls. So take it for what you will. That like generally women do like to date someone their height or taller though.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's like just like a general rule of thumb average for.
It's an average, not the rule.
Not the rule. It's
Yeah.
like a universally accepted average.
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah. So I think it's kind of that. Other people speculated that he could be an incel, which is involuntarily celibate. You know, and there's some pretty horrible people. Some of the sites they've had online.
Yeah,
You could
they go down dark paths with that mindset.
take them out of the equation completely, and I think the world would be a better place. So we're not gonna get into the whole incel thing.
Gee, whoa, kill it!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah,
What are
yeah.
we talking about here? Are you talking about?
No, not genocide, man.
Okay.
No. Just like we're not going to travel down that whole path talking about it.
Oh, just talking about
Not
it.
on this
Okay,
show, man.
all right.
Other people covered it on the internet.
Okay, yeah.
There's a whole bunch of shit posting where they talk about dark stuff. You want to know about it? Go read it on your time, not ours.
Yeah, it'll roll your stomach.
So anyhow, some people speculated that might have been there. I think TMZ asked him, "Are you like a misogynist or hardcore misogynist?" And he's like, "No." You know, he tried to set the record straight. Anyhow, some other developments have happened. So a part 2 came out where after he got tackled in the store by a dude like 3 times his size, got hauled out, he comes back in, is freaking out, yelling more, "You women are all the same." Like, you can't even understand part of it. This dude is shouting.
Well, yeah, it probably didn't help he got tackled by a guy taller than him either.
No. No. And he's like, "We got tackled by a fucking guy 3 times my size. Tell me that's okay." Like, he's losing his shit. And the first thing you said to me is like, he's mad about something else.
Something else, yeah. As soon as I
Entirely
saw
different.
that, yeah, like, this ain't about a bagel, dude. But no, you said like, so it sounded like he probably hit on the cashier and she just rejected him,
Or
probably.
yeah, maybe like a real subtle form of catcalling, kind of, while he's in line or flirting.
Oh.
So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know the gory details. I didn't dig that far into it. I just kind of look at it, go, and like I said, information is other people's problem. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to just talk and have fun.
Yeah.
If we have to, we'll get info. You really got to put the pressure on us, though. Another development. Now, I don't know how true this is. Angry bagel shop guy signs a deal to fight other viral celebs.
Oh, okay. Is that why he's up there with hide your kids, hide your wife?
Is that
Yeah, that's hide your kids, hide
with
your
the
wife.
with the
Yeah,
bandana?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Is it true? I don't know. It's from TMZ. Is TMZ not? Are they reputable or not? They can be.
Well, I mean,
Or are they kind of like a joke site?
they're just all about starting shit. But
Okay.
I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
they're about stirring the pot.
yeah.
You remember The Onion?
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
They came up with some good shit, dude, back in the day. Like, you remember the click wheel on the old iPods?
yeah.
Well, they made a thing about, I think, the MacBook wheel, and it was a MacBook, and the interface was like a big click wheel, like on an
Like
iPad.
Oh,
No keyboard, no trackpad, just a click wheel.
Yeah.
It was great.
The Apple Speak and Spell. Like,
Yeah.
You gotta crank the thing.
Yeah, some people bought it. And it's like,
That's the fucking thing about the Onion, dude. Is some people believe that shit.
come on, man. We got people believing that the moon landing didn't happen, the Earth's flat. It's not that far to.
See, I kind of want to do on YouTube like phony conspiracy videos, like just
Right.
where I rant about something that I know is not true, like satire.
Right.
But I'm worried that people would take it seriously.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, do I just need to put like a big thing above it that says satire the whole time, or like?
Beware, man.
Beware
If
satire.
if you're doing online content, you have to be careful.
Yeah.
So the part 2 arrived, the Bagel Guy's video. He signs a deal to fight other viral celebs. So these are other celebrities that like kind of went viral.
Yeah, like is he gonna try and knock out Chocolate Rain or what?
Yeah, who knows? Well, dude, Bieber, here's your chance. This guy's pretty angry about something.
Yeah,
Like, you can tell he's mad.
He'll take the fight.
He'll take the fight in the
Yeah.
cage match.
Yeah.
So, Biebs, call him up.
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right, man.
Oh yeah, he'd probably be really mad at Justin Bieber, like Aaron was.
Oh yeah.
The little
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh. I haven't followed up on the Tom Cruise thing. Have you heard any more about that?
I have not heard anything
other
more
than the
about it.
alleged secret phone call.
No, it died. It was a fizzle for like a week, and then it died off.
And obviously, we haven't appeared with any black eyes or injuries. We didn't take on anybody 31 years older than us.
I could not track down Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
I tried.
I couldn't find Al Pacino wasn't available,
He's pretty busy, yeah.
so
yeah.
I should have picked a lower totem pole guy.
Yeah, man.
Another thing, and this is another prime example of you are viral. You have beyond taken off. You're popular, and then bang, then you wake up and you have an account gone,
Mhm.
a source of revenue, a source where you, that's how your fans contacted you or found you or you're following. A
Mhm.
big chunk of it gone. Anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about here, Belle Delphine. Now she is a. I don't know a whole lot about her past. From Africa, moved to the UK somewhere. Instagram model. She does like, to sum it up, she wears fake pointy elf ears a lot. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, she wears a lot of anime-ish and like cosplay, just the
Yeah,
standard,
cosplay stuff.
just standard
And
cosplay
she does
stuff.
some of the, like, she's got teenage, probably from teenage boys on up to grandpas everywhere
Whoever, yeah.
after, like, thinking about her.
Mhm.
Like, legit. She does some of the, like, drooling with, like, eyes rolled up and cock, like, you know what I mean? Eyes going different directions, just seeing the whites of her eyes, basically. Like, goopy faces.
Okay.
And she's like raw eggs, dump them on herself, all kind of crazy stuff. She has a Patreon, and I think like you can get uncensored photos, so pretty much like selling photos and stuff.
Okay.
No actual porn.
Oh, but like nude photos.
I believe, yeah,
Okay.
I believe there's some. I don't know. Haven't checked that far into it. No interest, man. I have a great family.
Yeah.
Not my thing, but I do know. Who was it? Oh, I can't think who did it. Somebody's talking about her online. They kind of helped her pioneer another one of her models, I thought. Or maybe not. I don't know. What would you what would you be willing to do for money, man? Online. You know what I mean? I kind of
Just no gay stuff.
right.
Like-
Well, that stuff allegedly pays too.
oh, it pays more, I hear.
Yeah. That, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not slandering any community or any person.
No, it's just not my bag. Man.
Yeah, definitely not. But that's, I've heard the same thing. Now, do I, every little thing I hear, do I get online and research it
No.
intently, like trying to figure out Area 51,
Oh,
the moon landings, the Twin Towers? No, I don't. I don't dig into all that stuff, man. I just kind of entertainment as I'm working on something else.
Mm.
Anyhow, this girl, huge following Instagram. Like you said, anime, dresses up, elf stuff. She did a video where she had her best friend, which was a dead octopus. She put sticky, like, Google eyes on it, was cooking with it, listening to music with it.
an actual dead octopus. So she went down to like a fish market and
Yeah,
picked up some octopus. Okay.
got a dead whole, like, octopus and put, like, floppy googly eyes on it. Yeah.
All right.
Anyhow, at some point, she started selling bath water. That was her next big thing.
This is where I had heard about it a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Things progressed. I guess that caught on. She was sold out of it. And then I think she opened up another tier on Patreon. I think it was like a $10,000 tier that you could get bath water and a video of her bathing. And I think that was sold out too. But here's the thing. You got to question, who has money to spend like 10,000 US dollars on something like that?
There are people out there. There are people who spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on CS:GO skins, dude. Like,
I'm going to pull up the Patreon just because I want to see if there's a number of patrons listed. There's my tabs. So let's pull it up. I want to do some math quick. If I can. I can't even type.
I mean, it sounds like she's just doing like off the wall
And
stuff.
what I want to avoid is getting any. You know what? Before I pull it up here for everybody to see, I'm gonna pull it up on my screen.
Yeah.
I don't want to get the video banned. Is creating photos and lewd content on Patreon. Let's see if this is, yes, I am 18 or older. So you got to click an 18 or older. I just want to see the very top. Is there a number of Patreon patrons? Okay, that's a pretty big number. We're gonna need a freaking calculator for this, Tim.
Oh crap.
This is beyond math in the front of my brain, the top, right at the top of my head.
She's raking it in now.
Okay, so I think I can pull this content up. Let me close this page and pull it up over here. And let's flip up to the browser. Watch it display totally different here. I'm going to lose it. So you do have to click yes, I'm 18 or older. That's verified. I am 18 or older.
He was smoking a cigarette. I can vouch.
You're going to vouch for me just on the smoking alone?
Well, I guess you're right. You might have had somebody buy those for you.
I did. Anyhow, let's look at this figure here. Let me pull the browser back up. So, 4,514 patrons. 4,514 patrons. Now, we're going to do this if just all of them pay $1.
Is that the lowest tier?
Lowest tier is $1.
Okay.
So if all of them pay $1, that's $4,514 a month times 12.
How fitty?
$54,168 a year just from Patreon.
And that's not all. They aren't all bottom tier.
Right. No, they're not, because some of the other tier stuff that you get is sold out.
Yeah.
It's always sold out. You can't buy it. Now, is that her just trying to get people to go up to a higher tier?
It's a little bit
a little bit
of both, and also, yeah, like it's limited quantity.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
You saying there are cam girls out there that are not legit?
I'm not saying they're using good marketing strategy.
Right.
Yeah.
If anything, this girl is 100% a smart girl.
Yeah.
Like, without a doubt. So that's if patrons only pay $1 in a year, $54,000.
Yeah, and you said the tier, like she got 50K just from like that one that was like
From the $1 tier.
No. Like she released the bathwater tier. And
Oh, at $10,000.
At 10 grand.
Yeah.
And that sold out. How many of those were there?
Oh, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to scroll down because I don't want to get the video struck. You know, not that we're monetized or anything like that. I'm just trying to keep all the content out there. Are they going to take us down for a couple swear words here and there? Probably not.
No.
I mean, not now anyway.
Well, we're age gated on everything, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after she started the bathwater stunt and then opened up that other tier, at some point, her 4.5 million Instagram account gone, like deleted, like shut down, deleted. They booted her, which was a pretty good 4.5 million fans.
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of revenue could you create with that number of fans behind you?
Good amount of ad revenue. Yeah.
Because think out of 4.5 million, could you find 1,000, 2,000 that are going to buy whatever you release?
Easy.
Yeah. We don't have to do the numbers.
No, it's 6-7 figures easy.
Yeah, easy. So if you don't agree with what she does, don't agree with her content, if you're intellectually honest in any type of discussion or even in your thinking process, you got to admit she's smart.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I had plans not like that, but
Yeah.
are we going to sell our bathwater? Is that what's next?
Well, isn't that what got her taken down?
I think, yeah. It might have.
Because I don't think you're allowed to, you're not allowed to ship bodily fluids.
Right, but, another thing popped up, too. After she started with the first batch of the bathwater, I think a fake account, like Reddit or some shit, a fake account was like, oh, I got herpes, and 50 more people chimed in. I got it, too, from drinking the bathwater. Which one? It's bathwater. Why the hell?
Or you drink it. Well, I mean, these are some sick folks out there.
Right, right. Another thing, and this is one thing that I kind of like. She trolled some people. Posted a picture. Long story short, posted a picture, okay? If this gets 1 million likes, I'll create a Pornhub channel.
You told me about this.
Anybody that knows what Pornhub is, it's a porn site. You can go watch videos. I think they make it free quite often. Maybe premium's free, I don't know. But anyhow, porn site. If this photo of hers that she posts gets 1 million likes, I'll create that channel.
Create a Pornhub account. That was the key.
Channel account, whatever. But people kind of saw that for what it was. They were basically worship this girl. She's 19. Anyhow, well, she might be 20 or 21 now. Yeah. I think this was at the time. It got 2 million likes, pretty quick. And she's like, okay. The videos she went and posted have some real racy titles, wow. If you're into porn, you're gonna want to watch at least multiple of those. But it's just dumb stuff like her like shooting an 8 ball
Yeah, taking.
on the table.
What did it say? Like, yeah, okay, we
I'm
won't.
not pulling up
Yeah,
Pornhub to
we're
reference
not their
it.
names, but like, well, that's the thing. Like, it's funny if you like once you hear that, like, they're puns on the name. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they are. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know if we can say that. Okay, Belle Delphine takes a cream pie is one.
But
And
then
it's
she
her
actually
making
made
a
a
cream
cream
pie and
pie,
pies
yeah.
herself, I think.
Yeah.
Or has somebody do it. Yeah.
Yeah. They're plays on words. Yeah.
Exactly. Playing with plays on words, wordplay, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's great. And dude, there was so many people outraged about that were supporters, followers. Like,
She trolled you.
yeah, she did, and that's fucking great.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta let. How smart is she?
Yeah, because she didn't say like I'm going to do porn. She
Right.
just said I'm making.
Yeah, I'm gonna change my whole
channel.
platform
Yeah.
from literally doing nothing and making buku dollars to actually having to do
Yeah.
crazy shit to make that money. Why would I? She never said that.
Mm-mm.
She's just gonna create the channel,
Yep.
and that she did. That she did. Well played.
Well played. Yeah.
Well played. Yeah. Dude, people were raging. Like, so many people chimed in with shit like, "We gave her power. We need to take that power back." Like,
That's when you see like a lot of like the incel misogyny kind of bleed out of like
people. Yeah.
people who because I don't go like watch cam girls on Twitch or whatever, you know? Like
don't.
no.
Shit.
If I
You gotta stop over Friday and Saturday nights.
Oh
like,
yeah, is that the thing that the thing to do right now?
No.
But no, like I'm just gonna watch somebody play the game because like I like them play. Like I've watched video game gameplay, like commentaries before, what let's plays or whatever. And yeah, it's just because I'm looking into the game and I want some people who are funny.
Oh.
While I'm watching the game.
And that's another thing too. She's in with the gamer community as a gamer girl because that's kind of how she put herself out there. And it was gamer girl bathwater, I think, is how she. Yeah, is kind of how she was marketing it. And a lot of those people are the ones that do follow her. So, but
Well, a lot of those then a lot of like prepubescent boys and whatnot.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, on a larger scale.
You're gonna
yeah.
get others, but I'm talking like up into their 20s and then I don't know.
Even beyond.
Even beyond. Yeah.
Yeah, there's even celebrities as far as like YouTube creators, other people that do other content that are like, oh yeah, I'm a fan. I've been following her. You know,
I didn't hear about her until this. So.
maybe not paying out the $10,000 Patreon or the couple grand, but yeah. Like, dude, there's just the way some people choose to use some of the stuff is great. You can see like they have nothing and they've built an empire with themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think, and I don't know, I'm not popular. I'm not an influencer. I'm not anything. I'm just a dude with a kind of studio setup that enjoys doing what he does. But I would have to say at a certain point where if you do start generating some kind of revenue, or you and your team, you and your, your partner, like if we were to describe this as a business, we would be like 33% partners because of the third, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for the equipment, yeah. Oh no.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
there's like a third person, but he just never gets here because doesn't have time. But the third name, Joe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You're still keeping him in.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's in. He has done an episode or so. But anyhow, if we were to talk about this like a business and at some point it started generating revenue, I think the thing to do would be to hire like I don't want to say like a manager, do you know what I mean? But like an advisor.
Mhm.
I think they're at a certain point, that's what most people do to keep the success going.
Like marketing, somebody's business. Yeah.
Yeah, to help handle business or somebody that is more familiar with the business than, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe we could get Bagel Shop guy to be our manager someday.
He seems like he'd break balls. You know,
You know
he'd go
what I
to
mean?
bat for you.
One of the Pinkerton thugs, like he's breaking heads, people
Oh, yeah.
laying bleeding in ditches and shit.
Yeah. Hey man,
in his wake.
you want that jacuzzi though, don't you?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah. Belle, if you're listening, man, send Bagel guy some bathwater. Maybe it'll calm him down a little. But come on, do it for free. Send it to this guy. I know she's not listening, so I can say it.
Yeah, that's the fun.
There's
thing.
very few people that will be, but anyhow. Is Anybody type in our chat?
Negative.
Leaving our chat. Cold and lonely people. That's fine. Yeah, send them some bathwater. Hey, maybe even send them the $10,000 tier. Oh, wait. That's Patreon, though. That's not Instagram.
No. So, wait, is Patreon still up?
Yeah, her
I mean, we
Patreon's
just
up.
checked
She
it.
lost her Instagram, which
Yeah.
is 4.5 million followers, which is where she started. Because Instagram's largely a photo platform. And that's where she built a large following and then shifted it to other areas. I think she has a YouTube with 3 channels on it. Or not 3 channels, 3 videos. But in how many subscribers? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But YouTube's kind of locked down. Like, you're not going to do any lewd content there.
Not Twitch either.
No.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a good thing, because for a while there, did you ever see in the past of how many absolutely dumb, brainless, and nothing against women, but women that had massive followings, not because they were good at games,
Because they
not
played
because they had good
games.
personalities. They would play in
They play games with their tits hanging out. Yeah.
basically,
Basically.
yeah, in the smallest tank tops available,
Yeah.
or less.
Right?
And like, that was what built their following. Didn't they put a stop to that at one time?
Yeah, but the rules apply to like men too. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's not like, yeah, you're not going to be
Yeah. We don't.
stripped down naked playing games to build
Yeah.
your fan base.
No guys in G strings. No chicks in bikinis.
Yeah, and I never really followed a lot of people. What was that, on Twitch?
Yeah.
I never really followed a lot of people on there, but a few names that come to mind are, I think Sniper Wolf was one that did it, and Pink Sparkles. Pink Sparkles was absolute horrid.
I think Sniper Wolf. I think I heard of, but she like that's
She-
that's like a Metal Gear Solid character.
Right.
Yeah.
But this was a girl that used that name
Yeah,
as her
it
Twitch name, and
was
I
like-
think she turned around and started doing good content. But there's Pink Sparkles was just a absolute awful creator, and she had just like you want to knife your own eardrums to not hear her voice,
Yeah.
like type voice.
$100 donation. I'll touch my toes.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was doing jumping jacks
Yeah,
and
yeah.
dancing and all kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. Like, I don't like seeing technology used in the wrong way. That's another like.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? There's different roads I can go down with this, but one, in Belle Delphine, using it in the wrong way, maybe kinda.
She dancing the line, I'd say.
But
You know, for like, well, she's not making any pretenses about what she's doing, though.
no,
Yeah,
no,
so-
definitely not.
Yeah.
But like,
If it is what it is and it's allowed on that platform, whatever. You know.
right, okay, and I don't need to throw any names out there, okay? But we'll say there was a guy that did, if you want to call it good, he did like okay. And not that any of it's okay, because it's all bullshit, but he did okay flat earth content. You know what I mean? And has been on other people's channels and that. And then I guess he got upon hard times. And it seems like YouTube pays every so often. I think they pay like on the 21st or something.
So like once a month.
Right. But it seemed like a week out from that is this dude was always having some kind of, or a week to 2 weeks out from that, this dude was always having some type of emergency, like a car wreck, or he's homeless, or whatever, and online. Not creating good content anymore, but just doing like a live stream of him talking about the hardship he's going through.
Oh.
And he didn't just do it once, not twice, but like 5 or 6 months in a row.
It sounds like you might need to get like a job again. Like maybe like you maybe like you got enough income to start making that your job, but then it fell off. So.
Or stop. I mean, he's even went so far as to like show his girlfriend or wife or whoever she is on video, and she's like fucked up, visibly fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Like nodding.
yeah,
Oh,
nodding
okay.
tough.
More donations aren't going to really help that.
Well, it did, for a while, and
Yeah.
then next month again, boom,
Yeah.
right back to begging for donos. I don't like seeing technology used like that.
No.
But hey, man, more power to you. If you want to lay off the shit, tell your girl get off of whatever and start making your good bullshit content again, that's what your fans originally backed you for.
Oh, he started like falling off on like how much he was putting out there too.
Right.
Oh,
Right. He
okay.
fell off
Yeah.
on that, and it just all started turning into these live streams. Oh, hey, I'm homeless. I'm sleeping in a car. Last day at the hotel.
It turned into e-begging.
Yeah, basically. But it was on schedule like every 3 to 4 weeks for like 5 or 6 months running, where he was e-begging. Yeah, I don't like seeing it used for that. But sadly, if you have enough followers behind you, eventually some are going to catch on and be like, oh, like, dude, I've been giving you money. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to dig too far into that one. And then there's the exact opposite of that, where somebody starts out, gets a small group of people follow them, then they donate, and they constantly upgrade their equipment,
Put it back in.
put
Yeah.
it back into the channel, back into the content they're creating.
Start doing like giveaways or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which then that brings you more people in.
And that's awesome. Yeah. That's the way you should do it.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know, man. We'll get there someday.
Yeah.
We'll start paying. We'll get sock accounts to start putting donations in with our own money.
There you go.
We'll build up the hype.
It'd basically just be a savings account then.
Yeah, we'll fall flat on our face
Yeah.
though, I'm sure. But no, yeah, I don't like seeing it used in the wrong way. Or like I said, we covered it before, when there's people like beating a dude up with like weapons and stuff, and they live streamed that. Which good thing they did, because it was used as evidence to convict him and send him to jail
Yeah.
for like 70 some years. Which that's awesome. I'm glad you were dumb enough
Yeah.
to live stream fucking committing a crime and almost committing murder. You know what I mean? Like if it didn't turn into murder because the dude died later, he almost died. So yeah, good on you dummies for using today's technology to tell on yourself. You fucking deserve it.
Yeah.
You morons. But yeah. What do you think, man? We're at 4:04. Are we gonna do a short one today, or are we gonna do a long one?
Well, did you want to talk about the technology, about the Elon Musk announcement?
Yeah. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot about it till now.
All right.
So what did this guy announce
I thought
exactly?
you were gonna segue. I thought you were segueing into
This
it.
is the
Yeah.
segue. You remind me of it,
Yeah.
because I'm fucking, my cheese is sliding off my cracker over here.
He kept talking about technology being used for the wrong purposes, and then I was like, he's gonna drop it any second.
I was going towards it, but honestly, 100% I forgot. Like I said, I got old brain over here, not working good. No, I'm firing on 2.5 cylinders, Tim. 2.5.
So they announced the Neuralink.
Hold on, donate to me so I can get some more drugs. Just kidding. Don't do that.
But yeah, the Neuralink. So basically,
Neuralink. What? All right.
they showed like the devices they're going to use to do this. They're gonna little fibers. I forget how thin, like
Like glass fiber, like.
I don't know exactly the composition, but about like between 100 and 1,000th the thickness of a human hair. A bunch of those going off of like a ribbon cable from like a computer.
Think about a human hair.
Yeah.
And how thin that is,
Yep.
and then split that human hair
Really-
into 1,000 equal strands,
Or 100, even 100.
even 100.
Yeah. And then from that little ribbon
Wow.
cable, you're gonna have, I think, like I think it's 100 or so of those little guys on like each little ribbon cable down into your brain, where they can interact with like neurons, with the synapses,
Wow.
and like
So we're getting phones in our brain
we're getting phones in our brains.
this year.
You know,
When's he want to do this by?
first human trial within a year is the goal.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what that could turn into, though.
It's a Pandora's box, man.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So, and you said to me, what'd you say to me? Cyborg zombies.
Cyborg zombies, dude. That's how we're gonna get them.
And I never sent it back to you. I did type it, but it didn't. I forgot to send it. But that's where I started. I'm like, dude, I did say the Google Maps thing. I'm like,
Yeah. How
Yeah.
often does a software update screw up your phone?
right.
Yeah. Now
It
it's gonna
doesn't.
screw up a fucking body. Yeah.
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 A human, or at least the software that they're relying on for some point. You know what I mean?
It all like we'll have to see how it shakes out and how in
And-
depth it really goes. But
How does this extrapolate? Okay, you got this neural link in, and if you got whatever, let's keep it simple for right now. But let's say this neural link can take the place of like a pacemaker in somebody's chest. That's that's keeping their heart going.
Okay.
You know, if their heart stops or whatever, it kicks it back in.
So you're thinking maybe it uses the brain to keep the heart going, so you don't need the
Right,
pacemaker.
or something, yeah, neural nerves.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
it does have there's a lot of good that can come with it in the medical
Right.
field for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
what if it's like all the ways it can be used?
Good and bad, man. Like I've just been since I heard about it like Thursday night, I've just been kind of like quiet, just thinking about it.
Or we I said, let's beta test this, Tim. And he's like, you first.
Yeah, you first. Yeah.
I'll do it, man.
Well, I started watching a show. Like I started watching an anime too.
Which anime?
Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans, and they have. I like Gundam's okay.
It's all right. It's not. I never got huge into it.
It's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
but
is.
in this version, they have like a link where it hooks up your brain to like the mobile suit, so you could theoretically power it like controlling like a giant robot.
Yeah.
With just instinct.
Well, I mean,
Theoretically.
Think about some of the other stuff too. That just stuff that they're learning to do, like people that have lost a limb or were born without it, and they get prosthetics, and they're learning to get those. Like they're starting to work out the tech for people to be able to control that by thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it's just it's one little rock throw from robot arm to robot suit. That's like,
Right.
You know,
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
outside the realm of possibility.
Mm-mm.
Not at all.
I mean, obviously, like probably the military is going to want in on that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Super soldiers.
Yeah. Yeah. Controlling giant robot suits or tanks. Like instead of like a 4-man tank crew, you only need one guy now.
I mean, think about some of the stuff proposed and how far it could actually go. Just a team of super soldiers that are like what those super soldiers are composed of, nanobots. See, whatever. Even if you explode like a whole platoon of them, they just start rebuilding and
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like it'd be more made up of just synthetic material.
right.
Yeah.
But nonetheless,
That'd just be like robot soldiers in general.
right,
It's
robot
just
soldiers, but still, like
hooked up to a guy on a laptop 20 miles away controlling it.
whatever, or
Yeah.
controlling the whole mob of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Dude, like philosophically, man, like this is just it's a mind fuck.
Yeah,
Like-
it is. I don't think Plato and
Had this in mind. No.
a lot of those old timey dudes.
Well, it's basically you're getting the power like eventually it could be like you're getting like godlike powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people are against the whole cloning thing,
Yeah.
isn't it? Because
Yeah, 'cause it's like
it's kind of like man stepping in playing God, and that's yeah. That
I believe this fits into that like category too.
I could safely, I would say yes,
Yeah.
100%. So let's think about this. We got cyborg people. Somebody finds a way to turn people into zombies. So all of a sudden
Well,
we got
just a hacker. Like, oh, you
Right.
got all these people hooked up. Bam, these are my people now.
right.
Yeah.
We got zombie hordes. Do you think I brought this up to you too? I'm like, think about their Google Maps. If they want to pin where your base is at,
Yeah.
they can pin it, but it's going to be like a big leg of meat or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
and,
you.
and then it just throws like a little heads up, like an arrow in their vision, like this way.
Point them just like in games and whatnot. Wow, that could be bad.
Yeah.
A technologically controlled and made zombie horde.
hmm
Wow. You really want to beta test it? I'll go first, dude. You got to be second.
If I go, you. Oh, all right.
No, I'm not doing that shit. I value the little bit of thought that doesn't malfunction that I do have. So
The temptation, though, you're hooked into all the world's information instantly.
right. I mean, you could be reading,
can just-
Dante, whatever,
And
whenever.
then think. Don't even read it. It's just boom, you know it.
You know it.
Yeah, and then like as you're doing that, like, oh yeah, shut the lights off, run the automatic mower out back, all the like.
They explored that I know they've explored that neural type thing in more than one way in a few different episodes of Stargate, and I think Star Trek, have they covered it kind of with the Borg?
There was an episode too called was it the Nth Degree. They like this guy like hooked himself into like the ship's computer,
Right.
and yeah, same thing. It yeah.
Oh. I watched a movie on, what was it, Netflix? It's starting to get hot in here, people. It's at a hot part of the day. But Mother, I think so. It was like people, they met some kind of apocalypse. There were droids. The droids ended up winning, and basically, but there was
Like Terminator-esque.
kind of, but not really. There's a droid that is responsible for like a human colony. And this droid, like, I don't want to, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, kind of. It's on Netflix. Go watch it if you have an account. Anyhow, this droid, basically, it has a machine to take like kind of like an embryo and grow it to a baby, and then raises these kids up, like testing them and
So like literal test tube babies.
yeah, like testing them, but testing them like on like values, morals, all this, like you know what I mean. So it's a droid teaching a kid, and then the story progresses from there. You find out more and more.
That was interesting.
It was an all right watch. It wasn't great.
Well, interesting premise at least.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a good premise. Kind of crazy what road it went down,
Yeah.
and just some of the stuff that happened in the movie. The twist where you see it, it's like, oh, this is an outsider, an outside person, and then bang, what happens at the end? You kind of get a clue that maybe it wasn't. So there's some neat stuff that happens in it. I recommend it. Watch it. Go check it out. But definitely, yeah, definitely worth the watch if you're bored. I wouldn't, not like, oh, dude, when mics go cold today, we shut this down. Go home and watch it now.
Yeah, you
Not,
gotta
like,
watch
not
this.
one of those, you know. But yeah, definitely if you have some time, rainy day, whatever, winter day, watch it. I don't know where to take this.
No, I think humanity's about to take a big step.
If you could pick a movie scenario, what do you think would be the most interesting to wake up to or to try and survive in or whatever? All the above. Wake up to one day, survive in. Like, would you want the Matrix of knowing what the real world is, but not knowing whenever they blacked out the sky, but we know it was us?
I think I have to go Star Wars.
Star Wars,
Yeah.
Galaxy Far, Far Away.
Yeah. Like, cause it's like a meeting of like magic and technology.
So you want to
Yeah.
you want to go to them distant stars where brothers and sisters can hook up and
That doesn't happen every time in the Star Wars galaxy.
but it did happen.
Yeah, it happened in that
It
one.
was okay that one time.
No, it wasn't, because when they found out they were brother and sister, they were freaked out.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So
So Star Wars, huh? Boy, I don't know. Dude, there's so much good shit out there. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm inclined to say the Matrix because I think that would be interesting, kind of. Not the shit that you gotta fight, because some of that was like unrealistic. Like, not what they were fighting in the Matrix,
But in
like
the
when
real
they were
world.
plugged in, but in the real world,
Yeah.
like having to fight the Sentinels and shit. That was a little bonkers. That would be good. Ridley Scott's universe, Alien.
Alien.
The Alien universe would be kind of crazy.
So you could just like
Well,
long,
not so
long
much.
haul, like
Not so much Alien, but like the prequels, like Prometheus and
okay.
Alien, whatever it was, the second prequel to Alien. That was a pretty cool one. But I don't know. Probably the Matrix, I would say, would be a good one. I definitely don't want a zombie apocalypse. Apocalypse I'll take, but not zombie apocalypse.
All right.
And not no fucking apocalypse now in the jungle, fucking Marlon Brando out in the jungle. No. Not for me, man.
But you would take like humanity collapse for some unknown reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, maybe, who knows what. I mean, just as another example, the Time Machine, the recent Time Machine based loosely on the H.G. Wells story. Well, it was based on it pretty good, but the recent one with Guy Pearce and I forget who else was in it. But dude, an explosion goes off or something goes, like there's earthquakes and shit, explosions happening because they started like mining on the moon, and the moon was breaking apart and falling out of the sky, literally. And the shit was coming to an end on Earth. An explosion happens, knocks him out in his little time machine bubble, and he falls on the controls and winds himself like 800,000 years into the future. Like,
Ooh.
that world was pretty cool too. because he was isolated, like in his little bubble
Yeah.
that the time machine created. Yeah, and everything just changed around him. That was a pretty interesting world too. Not so much because it was like two races. Like all people became one, and then there was a race that lived underground. In that one, that kind of neat, but not as cool as the Matrix. No technology, literally,
Hmm.
like ancient technology,
Yeah.
except the time machine. I want a time machine. So you're picking Star Wars, not
Oh.
Star Trek, not
The-
advanced human,
No, Star Wars. You get mystery, you get magic.
mystery, magic,
It's like D&D and
cool
sci-fi.
creatures.
Yeah.
You got to kick Jar Jar's ass somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't he the whole cause of something or other? Like everything? Didn't he get blamed for something? Was that a conspiracy theory?
Well, okay, so in episode 2, he does give Emperor Palpatine the like executive power. Well,
Okay.
Chancellor Palpatine at that time.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, he kind of caused the Clone Wars.
Bastard.
Yeah.
Dummy. You dummy.
I mean, the explanation is Palpatine was like pulling the strings, but
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
but yeah.
All right, people. Hold tight for another week.
Mm-hmm.
If the apocalypse happens, buckle down. You will live.
Yep.
You'll make it. You'll live. You'll survive. We believe in you.
Yep. And we're gonna ride out this heat wave now.
Yeah, that's true. We are going to ride this out. We know it's what's inside. It's upon you to stop the apocalypse from happening. Make the world a better place.
Mm-hmm.
Help out your neighbor.
Help them out. Yeah.
Unless, of course, your neighbor's like a droid or
We don't serve their kind here.
what was it? What do the stormtroopers say when they're looking for those droids or whatever?
You mean when Obi-Wan like gives it the mind trick?
Yeah. he's
These
like,
aren't the droids you're looking
Oh
for.
yeah. Well, but
No, it's the cantina owner when they come in with the droids. They're like, "Hey, we don't serve droids here."
yeah. Okay. Yeah. And he's like, these aren't the droids you're looking for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude,
Good shit, man.
dude. Droids get a rough rap in the Star Wars
They
universe.
do.
Yeah.
They do in other universes too.
Yeah,
I mean, did you ever see iRobot with Will Smith?
bits and pieces.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit went crazy there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's some of those movies I think are a good example of what people like Elon Musk, Sagan, other people thought about AI. Like,
Going rogue. Yeah.
yeah, like we shouldn't. We need to.
That's a whole other Pandora's box for
Right.
another day.
Yeah, we'll open that one another day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's exactly what they were talking about.
Yep.
That shit going bad or happening too soon without thinking about it.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe don't take that last advice. Maybe even if your neighbor is a droid, help him out. Prevent the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Send it to him.
Sending it away.